in the rain. Obviously different date with a week early with the holiday coming up. So I know that was something different for the schedule, but appreciate you being here. With that, I'd like to call to order the May 18th, 2026 meeting of the Sangamon Mass Transit District to order, please. Can I have a roll call, Stephanie?
Chairman Burr.
Here.
Trustee Doss.
Here.
Trustee Hiscara.
Here.
Trustee McCarthy. Here. Trustee Dabsco. Here. Trustee Douglas.
Here.
And Trustee Stratton.
Here. Okay, thank you very much. I have a short agenda, but still a lot to do, so let's get right into it. The approval of the minutes from our regular meeting of April 27th last month were in the board packets. I don't know if there's any further discussion or modifications, but if there isn't any there, I'll look for a motion to approve as presented.
I make a motion to approve the minutes of the regular meeting. Second.
Okay, we have a first and second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Very good. We have approval for those. Okay, next up is our director's communications. As usual, we'll start with Steve, managing director today.
A few things I just want to point out from the written report. Some projects that we have going on. East Yard project, we're hoping to hear from IDOT this week. That's on the agenda tonight. Our bus orders are underway for both Gillig and New Flyer. And then we have several projects awaiting various stages of approval from IDOT, so we're hoping we can see those done here in the next few months. AE firm, replacing Clever Devices, Ivan units, and well, two different projects to do that. So a lot of stuff sort of waiting out there. We're ready to move on, and as soon as we can get approval from IDOT, we will. Property acquisition is moving forward for the secondary hub. We're waiting on a review appraisal, and as soon as we get that, we will submit our offer of just compensation to the FTA and IDOT, and hopefully that will move fairly quickly too. So that's exciting. Hopefully that will happen here in the next few weeks. Monday, I gave some Memorial Behavioral Health staff a tour of the transfer center. They were really excited to see it and to kind of see how we operate down there. So they'll be stopping by at different times whenever their teams have time to just sort of talk to people and be a presence there. So we'll see how that works out, but it's a good improvement. And then we're also working with them to schedule some more operators that weren't able to do the last training. So that's ongoing. Buddy, the Route 66 bus is out and about. Wanted to point out the next couple of appearances will be at the Carillon fireworks and the Lucky Horseshoes opening night next Wednesday. So lots of things going on. Tony will post different events out on Facebook as they come, and we'll try to keep people updated when it's going to be out and about. And then when we get to Melissa's operational report, I'll give that one.
Okay, very good. Any follow-up for Steve? Any questions, comments? If not, we appreciate that as always. Next up is our finance administration report from Michelle.
So in the board package, you'll see that I included the investment policy. We annually review that policy. It's not an agenda item because I didn't make any changes. We just reviewed it, let it stand as is. It was adopted in 23. So that's in your board packets. I've been working on preparing for the property, commercial insurance property coverage that we have with Gallagher. They'll present at the next board meeting. I've been working on property tax levy, and in particular, with the change to IDOT's 80%, 20% match, I have to look a little bit differently at the property tax this year levy. So I have developed a draft of it. I think I'm going to need to revise the budget ordinance that was presented for display in April. It's being adopted in June, so I think I will have a change to that in the June board meeting. In between now and then, we'll also have a public hearing on June 8th. Our controller, Ms. Alyssa Peterson, will host that meeting as part of statutory requirements for a budget ordinance. And that's my report.
Okay. Very good. Any follow-up from Michelle? Anybody? No? If not, thank you as always. And Melissa's out from operations, but Steve was going to fill in.
Yeah, we have a couple of positions in maintenance that we're hiring for. It looks like we may fill those with internal candidates. We had quite a few applicants for both of those positions. I'm sorry, one of those I think is from external, but we did have a lot of applicants. We're also looking to fill a road supervisor position. That also looks like that'll be filled internally, which is always what we like to do with those because the experience with our operations is important for those spots. I already mentioned the additional mental health training we're looking to add for some operators that didn't get it the first time. And then also I wanted to point out that we've got some gains that we're showing in ridership for fixed route the last few months. So it's up kind of across the board a few percentage points. It looks like if that holds for the rest of the year, we'll surpass last year's ridership, which is a good thing. We've not done that in a while, I don't think. So paratransit continues to be very busy, averaging over 600 more passengers per month in paratransit. So that continues to grow. And then night service ridership is growing. And it looks like the route changes that went into effect a while back have paid off and people are riding it more than they were before because it's a more convenient service. And that's what we have for our operations.
Any correlation with gas prices when they go up?
It has to be for a while.
Yes, I'm sure.
Somebody's waiting to ask, I just knew it.
Yeah, it has to go up for a while and then we will see it.
We'll chalk it up to a lot of other good things, whether it's modifications to routes or services or just overall great staff service for the clients. So anyway, anything for Steve? Okay, and we hope Melissa gets better. All right, let's go ahead and jump into some reports real quick, if we could, please. Approval of the March 26 financial statements and cash disbursements. Those were in your packets. Should have plenty of time to review them, but look for any changes or any discussions on any of these. If not, I'll ask for an approval. Okay, first and second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Very good. We have approval for those. Let's go ahead and we'll run through some committee reports, if we could, please. First up is the Finance Committee. Anything there?
None.
Okay. All right, very good. Thank you. How about from the Operations Committee?
Nothing new.
Okay. Thank you. How about Administration? Anything there?
We anticipate having a report for you.
Good. Okay, we'll look forward to that. And IT Steering, anything there?
We met on the 12th, I think.
Stay.
May 12th. And we talked about some cybersecurity issues and one thing we talked a little bit about was logistic issues when moving renovation or moving people, the challenges of the IT component to that. We have to consider once upon a time. Now it's complicated with this one. Sure. It's a good meeting.
I think IT's fast becoming the go-to, isn't it?
It is.
There's
It is.
so much with IT
Yes.
technology these days. But thank you very much for reporting all the committee's efforts. We appreciate that. Planning Commission, Jason.
Just a few quick things, actually. We're still working on the Safe Streets for All comprehensive safety action plan. We should be buttoning that up and having something out in the next few months, knock on wood. Today we had a technical committee meeting for the Our Region, Our Vision growth plan, and that went really well. Got some good input from our technical committee members. We'll have another meeting in June, and that's still going. And another plan that we're starting right now, we're in the very early stages, is updating what's called the Human Services Transportation Plan, which is kind of the plan for services for senior citizens and disabled adults and children, all the disparate groups who utilize IDOT funding for capital purchases of their equipment for like senior centers or like Spark or other places like that. So it hasn't been updated in a while, and so we're going to pick that up. So,
Was that a reference and a resource that just brings everything together?
It had a bigger, for a while. It had a larger impact because the group would get together in order to evaluate members' applications for capital equipment. That's kind of fallen off and has become more of a user group to try to coordinate services where they need to mesh a little bit more. Like, let's say that somebody's coming in from a very rural area to Springfield, where could they get a pickup, or where can Smart bring them into Springfield, and then Access can take them in Springfield or something like that. That's it's like I said, it's kind of fallen a little bit by the wayside, and we're looking to update that and make it a more robust plan.
Yeah, it'd be a worthwhile exercise. So, yeah, good. Okay. Number of things going on there. Any follow-up for Jason? Anybody? No? If not, we appreciate the efforts and partnership. ADA Advisory Committee report. David wasn't here and he didn't have anything, correct?
Correct.
Correct. Okay, so hopefully we'll look forward to seeing him next month. Okay, a couple items under new business. First item is the board meeting dates for our fiscal year 2027.
Yes, we annually publish our list of board meeting dates. So in your package, you'll see the next year, starting in July through June of 27. They're all on the fourth Monday of the month, including next May, except for December will be the third Monday of the month because of the holiday season. But next Memorial Day is May 31st. So we have five Mondays next May. So
2027, that sounds odd. Oh gosh, where's the time go? Pretty straightforward, folks, but any of the trustees have anything there? Just want to mention. If not, we'll look for a motion.
I make a motion to approve the fiscal year 2027, July 1, 2026 through June 30, 2027, Board of Trustees meeting calendar.
Second.
Okay, we have a first and second on that. Everybody in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Very good. We'll have a meeting date set for 2027. Thank you very much. And one other item under new business was our East Property Development. Hadley, you were going to address that?
Yes, so like Steve mentioned, we are waiting on IDOT for that pre-award concurrence. So award of the contract will not happen until we get pre-award concurrence from IDOT. But for the sake of time, we wanted to bring this to you guys tonight. The East Drive, what we're talking about is that strip of land between the south storage garage and bus storage garage and the railroad over there. In November of 25, we released an invitation for bid for that project, which is essentially clearing it up, getting rid of all the railroad debris, and then paving it and securing it with a fence, cameras, lighting, and installing an overhead coiling door on the storage garage so that you can get in and out a little bit easier. The end goal is for that to be parking for paratransit as phase 1, and phase 2 and so forth will come at a later date. Bids for the project were initially due January 15th, but I had a lot of back and forth with potential vendors, so we decided to add the site visit and then push the due date back to January 29th. But when that did come, we received a single bid for the project from Limbaugh Construction. A cost analysis was done to determine if it was a fair and reasonable price. The independent cost estimate that we used to compare the bid against was a couple years old, so we were able to update that. That update did increase the estimate by $200,000. But when we compared the two, the cost analysis concluded that the bid was reasonable given today's market. With there being a single bid, I did reach out to all 24 potential vendors just to ask why they decided not to submit a bid. And for the most part, the feedback was they just don't have enough people right now. Their schedules were already full. And another one I heard a lot of is they're just not doing that kind of work right now. The road construction and bridges apparently are very lucrative. So that's taken their attention there. I did submit that information to IDOT for them to include in their evaluation. The bid expires on May 29th. If IDOT does not approve that, then we will have to rebid the project, which will likely delay it another year. So next summer, we would be looking at for this. The project is funded with Rebuild Illinois funds, and Limbaugh's bid came in at $781,301.67. And again, award of the contract is contingent upon state board concurrence.
So will that come back, or you just get concurrence and we'll move forward with this if we approve the motion? Okay. Any questions or follow-ups here on this one?
Did they give you an idea of how long the project would take?
Or, about November is when they said that they'd be able to wrap it up. If they were able to start
Right.
on time.
Question, you were talking about workforce. Is this a union project, a union contractor?
It'd be prevailing wage rates, yes.
I was talking about from the standpoint of workforce from the labor hall or union hall, whatever. I was just wondering.
I don't know that I don't think it's required.
No, I'm not asking about the requirement. I'm asking about the workforce demand. Could they get pull the demand from the hall is all I'm asking.
I'm not sure about that, where their particular labor would be pulling from. All of those different contractors are from all over Illinois, not just Central Illinois.
You send it to Southern Illinois Builders Association? That's
Yes.
one of the places that we found some more additional vendors to potentially bid on it.
Yeah, and they sent the information out to their members.
24.
It's primes and subs, not 24,
Yeah,
right?
primes and subs, yeah.
Unreal.
It's likely not big enough project.
That's, yeah.
It's-
At 781,000.
Yeah, I know that doesn't sound right. but
Yeah.
It's likely not big enough to take up 6 months worth of time. There's so much public works out there now.
Yes.
That they can get, that they're
Mhm.
thinking much bigger than a $700,000 job. So that's the problem. There's not
It's
very
odd,
many
isn't it?
contractors that are in that niche, that small projects. So, and they have to pay prevailing wage. They have to pay
They do.
minimum wage. The only ones that would be interested in a smaller job like that would probably be more non-union and they can't do these projects.
Wow.
So we're kind of
Okay, I'm just.
a little dog, believe it or not.
Well, we're friendly.
But my guess is it's gonna be rebid, because I'll bet
Yes.
IDOT doesn't approve this in 2 weeks. Really? They only have 2 weeks to
2
do it.
weeks,
They need a lot slower.
Throwing a holiday and,
Well, I've been going back and forth with IDOT on this and a number of other projects, and they're supposedly looking at this right now. We'll see if we hear back by the time the bid expires.
You
Well-
know something, whatever.
Yeah,
Mhm.
we're trying to strategically use those chips, and so far it's not been that effective anyway. So
Slowing.
well, it won't be because of a lack of effort, so we'll see
Right.
what happens. But one thing I wanted to ask, that was the first time that I've seen your spreadsheet where you've reached out to the contractors and got some feedback. Is that going to be a practice that we implement going forward on other ones, or was this just?
For single bids.
I like that too, though. I saw that. That it was really informative and
I think so too.
Well, I'm throwing my 2 cents to see if you can continue to do that, because that was very beneficial, I think, for the trustees.
Great job.
So
Yes.
I would encourage that. I would just say nice job putting that into place. So, okay. Any further discussion on this? I'll look for a motion.
Make a motion to award the contract for East Property Development. Limbach Construction, a woman-owned construction company, by the way. Upon pre-award concurrence from IDOT. I just looked that up.
I threw it in there. Okay, we do
I
have a
thought I'd throw that in.
first and second. Okay. Everybody in favor of this?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Very good. So approval on our part to continue to move forward, and we will keep our fingers crossed for a timely response from IDOT. So with that, I believe that's new business, and I don't believe there's anything else there. So short meeting, but I'll open it up for public comment. If we have public comments, Tyler, if there's anything out there too as well, just let me know. But any public comments today from anybody? Okay. Well, I know it was a short agenda, but a lot going on behind the scenes for sure. So with that, if no further business to come before the Board of Trustees, I'll look for a motion to adjourn.
Second.
We have a first and second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Very good. The meeting is adjourned, and I will wish everybody a happy and safe Memorial Day weekend coming up. We'll see you again next time, okay? Thanks very much, everyone. Okay.